Okay, and welcome to this week's coaching, the week of the 29th of July through to the 4th of August. So we've got a couple of things on this week. There's some nicer, sorry, excuse me. There's only a couple of aspects, not like last week when we had lots of like Uranus and Pluto and Mars. So this week we've got, first of all, let me go to the 30th. All right, so tomorrow we have got Venus trine Chiron at 5:35 a.m. And then later on in the is tomorrow the 31st? Oh, sorry, no, I'm going to the 31st. Sorry, guys. All right, so 31st. All right, Venus tried Chiron at 5:35 a.m. Now, Venus is over here at 24 degrees of Leo. Oh, well, it's actually, this has just gone a bit past. Oh, that's because it's PM. Sorry, just excuse the time. Over here to Chiron in Aries. All right, so Venus. Oh, reminiscent of Venus retrograde last year, guys, and remembering that Venus has got her crown on. All right, she is proud, but she's also ruling. All right, don't forget she's now ruling Hygieia. All right, so it's okay for you to do the well-being checks and the wellness checks of yourself. You know, Venus in Leo knows in this case that she's got to look after herself so she can rule well. All right. She's proud. She gathers her robes around her. She can stand tall and proud and know that the things she says are going to be able to help her realm as such. You know, if you are the queen of your own house, then you know that if you look after yourself as an individual, Chiron in Aries, which is now retrograde, so she's got to look within to know what it is that she needs. That trine aspect is beautiful, all right? So this week, go within to know what you need to do to look after yourself so you can rule well. All right, it's totally about that. You know, Chiron in Aries, we've got that warrior vibe, but that internal ability to know that you've got to forge on regardless. All right, that's the duty of a queen or a mother. I'm not going to say a wife because kings can look after themselves. But children, on the other hand, they need a good leader. So, in order to be the best leader that you can be, do the things that you need to. All right. And part of this Chiron in Aries is also is allowing the hurts of the past. There's another Chiron thing happening. All right, hang on. Allowing the hurts of the past to give you the strength of the current moment. All right. What did I write? All right. So sorry. Blah, 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 blah. On the same day, we also have the Sun trine the North Node and the Sun sextile the South Node. All right. So the Sun in Leo here, uh, trining the North Node. All right. So this is at 8 degrees and 8 degrees. All right. So, be proud of where you're going. Be proud of who you are. In addition to this, know that the things that have not killed you in the past are the things that have made you stronger in the present. All right. So there is also that sextile to the South Node. Now, I don't know if you remember, it hasn't been, it's been in Aries for a little bit now, but the North Node in Aries is all about that independent spirit moving forward. And the South Node in Libra is us allowing that codependency, allowing that reliance that we used to have on partnerships. Like, I don't know, for anybody listening to this, whether you have ever felt so insecure or so unsure of yourself that you have needed other people's opinions to function or to do things. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? This aspect, like I said, Venus is like, I have survived these things. I can make my way as an independent person in my realm, and I don't need to rely on other people to get me further down the path. All right. So I like this aspect for the strength that is involved. Now, you can see there's one red line here. There's a few little red lines, nothing really much. So this is Wednesday. All right. Saturn square the moon so quick, so quick. So we're not going to worry about that one at all. All right. So that was for okay. I don't know if I just read this out. First, with this day, we need to acknowledge what the hurts of the past have actually given us and help drive us towards this new future that we have been working towards. What gifts have paved your path and what strengths have you gained from this experience? All right. So very much, like I said earlier, Chiron retrograde. It is that looking within to see where our strengths are, you know. I mean, oh, so many of us have had, you know, hard experiences in the past, yet here we are. You know, we survive, we stand strong, we're still doing life. All right, so this is a really good one. All right, what was the next one that I'm going to go to? All right, the second. All right, so let's go forward to second. And the first aspect is, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we've got this Venus square Uranus and Mars sextile the north node, trine the south node. All right, so Venus square Uranus. All right. Um, so now there is tension in this day, okay? So this is for Friday. Now there is going to be tension because change is inevitable, all right? It could be that, you know, there could be that excited tension because change is inevitable and we're actually getting ready to do that. We could have that, I don't know. And you know, that blind faith where we just leap into the unknown, leap into the abyss and just see what fucking comes of it, you know. So it could be that type of thing. It could be because Venus rules money, you know. This could be the and Uranus is in Taurus. This could be you maybe looking at buying a large item, you know. Maybe you're going out on a limb to purchase something that is, you know, over and above your normal comfortable standards. You know, maybe you're stepping into a role, you know, maybe again with the finance, maybe, I mean, I'm just sort of talking about things that it could look like. Maybe you've got a promotion, all right, and you're not only are you going up a pay grade, but you're going more to be seen, all right. So remember, Leo is like the person on stage, willing to lead the masses, all right. The Aquarius is the masses. Leo is the person on stage talking the talk. All right, so it could be these type of things. And that could be a dynamic tension for you, all right? At the same time, like I said, we've got Mars trine the south node, all right? So just like we had the sun sextile the south node where we are able to release things. Was it? Was it? Yeah, it was. It was sun sextile south node. All right. So with this one, we've got the Mars in Gemini trine the south node in Libra. Okay, so just let me just continue with that analogy of you getting a promotion at work. All right, this might be you having to stand up on stage, Mars in Gemini, and talk to people. All right. Whereas previously you might have been the one listening, or you might have been in a team and had a reliance on someone else to verify your work. But maybe you've got a promotion because you do know what you're talking about and your job. Maybe you got picked for a promotion over someone else because of your skills. All right. So and that sextile to the north node, sorry, that ability to forge your own path. All right, hang on, what's going on? Oh, excellent. Yay. There we go. There we go. All right. That was a perfect analogy to use as well then. All right. So being confident in your ability to leave behind the doubts of the past. All right. You got this. You were picked because you have the skills. All right. So thank you for that verification, Heather. I felt like I was actually on a roll there. I was also thinking of Amy. So Amy, if you are listening to this, you know, but finally being comfortable in your new role and just being like, yeah, it's my job now. That's it. So it could be, you know, maybe there are, oh yay, there we go. There we go. All right. I'm okay. I'm on the right path then. So here we are. you know, allowing ourselves to just embrace these new experiences, that will more than likely come with a pay upgrade. All right, so that's a good one. All right, so what else was there? So that was, all right, so if I read the words that I wrote, these are on the website. All right, so things may feel a little bit challenging today, as you may fall into the old patterns of resisting change, but have no fear, the universe is here. Watch for the signs and indications that opportunities are at your disposal if you stop long enough to see them. And not just stop long enough to see them, but allow the universe to give you the gifts of the present, all right? You have been working towards these. Everybody here in this group is doing the work, which means that you're putting yourself out on a limb. You know, you're trusting that there is something bigger than yourself. And again, I will never put labels on, you know, imaginary gods or, you know, whatever, but having that faith that there is something bigger than you assisting you on your path. That's it. It's a little bit of belief and a little bit that you do deserve what you're getting as well. All right. So that was Friday. So that was the, all right, so let's just go to the new moon on Sunday. All right, so this one is lovely. All right, such a nice new moon. I'm so looking forward to this one. Oh, okay, so it's going to be at around 9:11 p.m., I believe. Let me just go there. Yes, 9:11 at 12, 9 to blah blah blah. 9:11 p.m. at 12 degrees of Leo. All right, so this one is lovely. All right. We have got, so today's new moon is about creativity and self-expression. And how are you marking this new cycle? All right, so now normally with aspects, all right, whenever someone's doing something, we look at the ruler, all right? But in this case, the sun is the ruler of Leo. So the sun is in its own sign, so it's exalted, or it's in rulership, and it is in beautiful condition, all right? So oh, this is us going, oh my God, I need some fun back in my life. And it's about joy, it's about creativity. All right. So we've got Mercury is just about to get, Mercury on the 5th goes retrograde. So Mercury is stationary at this time, all right? And it is in a beautiful trine to Hygeia. Okay. So as we are looking at this day on Sunday night, and um you know, there is a slowness of thought. There is extra detail and analysis in our minds at this time. And as we are like, oh my God, we need some more fun in our life. Where's the creativity? Where's the joy? What is life without some joy and fun in your life? So these are the plans that you want to be making. All right. So anytime from say lunchtime on Sunday, we are in the full dark of the moon, so that is a good time for you to contemplate. All right, well, what things do I want to see? Mercury hour, there we go. So, and with this detailed analysis of our lives and comfort and security, all right, so you know, Hygeia is like what strategies do we need to implement? What safeguards can we put into place? You know, Mercury is like hyper analytical at this moment, and the sun and the moon just want to have fun. But Mercury's like, let me think about it. All right. So after the new moon, so I mean, any time you could do Monday morning, you could definitely do your intentions Monday morning, but what strategize? What is something simple that you can do to get more fun into your life? Is it going for walks? Is it going to the park? Is it getting your colored pencils out? Like, what does fun look like for you? Because oh, like who needs just misery in their lives? Nobody. Nobody fucking needs misery in their life. Now, another one that I'm just looking at right now as well, which is exact Monday, is this Venus in conjunct Neptune. So, I mean, I'm just going to add this one in because it's screaming out to me, and because it's conjunct Mercury here. Like Venus is at 29 degrees of Leo. What is going to spiritually satisfy you. There's got to be some aspect of spirituality here, or some aspect of, of the subconscious realm here. Venus at 29 of Leo, oh my God, she absolutely wants to have fun. The new moon in Leo, it wants to have fun. But, are these some of your old stories that need to be made to adjust to? You know what I mean? Like maybe this Neptune retrograde is allowing you to have a look back on these old experiences and see where you've held yourself back, or go back to your childhood. What were the things that you reveled in? How did you have fun previously? All right. So just, again, there is a detailed analysis, there are safeguards, there is joy and fun that need to be had. All right, so I like that one. Now, the next day, Venus actually goes into Virgo at 12:23 p.m., so lunchtime, and Mercury goes retrograde at 2:56 p.m. All right, so Monday is a complete shift. But the new moon is just beautiful. All right. So that is pretty much, oh, sorry. There is also Mars sextile North Node. I already spoke about that one, didn't I? All right. Okay. I've got my words. Okay. Sorry. Mars sextile North Node was on the 2nd. I've got it wrong on my board up here. All right. There we go. All right. So that is the week as far as the coaching aspects goes. All right, let me stop this share and I will go into the other things that we're going to talk about. All right. Okay, so we've had a look at the aspects. Now, let's have a look at this week 6 overview. All right, so because we're going through the houses as well, the 6th house, and we're in week 6, is all about our health and wellness module. All right, so you know, in your own natal chart, we all have a 6th house, regardless of whether you have any planets in there, does not matter. All right. The flavor of the house is how you view health and well-being. It is the house of illness. It is the house of service to yourself and others. It's the house of small animals as well. So, there's a lot of devotion, alternative health practices. I would say that Hygeia would reside in the 6th house. All right. So, like I said, we can have a look at your 6th house when we finished. But it does, so the 5th house is the food we like to cook, but 6th house is healthy eating and exercise, or it's more exercise habits. The 5th house does have food in it because it's creativity. So the food that we like to prepare, whereas the 6th house, that would make more sense, is the food that is better for us. All right, because we could have a sweet tooth, but maybe be diabetic. I don't know, not exactly the best analogy to use there, but you know what I mean. There is a distinction. All right, so it is the house of our physical and mental health, daily routines, and self-care. All right, so the 6th house is all about daily routines. So you can find, like when there's transits going through your 6th house, that's when things are highlighted. So something like, say, Saturn going through your 6th house is you maybe getting the dedication and devotion to stick to a healthcare plan, all right, or something like that. Jupiter going through the 1st is more putting on weight, but Jupiter going through the 6th is more maybe you learning about health and care practices, something like that, more about that knowledge and abundance. Same with Venus going through there. You love yourself enough to do the good things. Mercury, you might find out more information about a health issue that you have while Mercury is going through the 6th house. Mars in the 6th house, maybe a Mars transit to the 6th house is going to cause heat and inflammation to irritate your body or something like that, or you run hot, or anyway, sorry, I digress. Anyway, we can have a look at that later. All right, so things that we want to do is establish health and wellness, have a look at our diets, create diet plans focusing on good foods, develop a consistent exercise routine, Definitely strength training, cardio, flexibility, absolutely, and 30 minutes most days of the week. And if you are a lounge lizard, you can always find something that is going to be good for you, because if you do not use your body, you will lose your body. All right. If you do not appreciate what you have, then the gods will take it away. So that's just something to think of. And sleep hygiene. All right. So, if you're having troubles with sleeping, then, look to the sixth house again to find those alternative health practices or good self-care practices. All right. And we've pretty much said that. And in medical astrology, digestion, intestines, and the breakdown of food to take the nutrients out, that's a sixth house process as well. So, all right, where is the next one? Okay. All right, so I hope that made sense. Anyway, this is just that relation, because we're going through all of the houses as we go through these weeks, because there are 12 weeks. All right. Now I picked up a glitch here, because in one of the weeks, so the hero's journey is a 12-week journey, but I just had a look, there was a bit of inconsistency. Anyway, I like this one this week, because approaching the innermost cave. All right, I've definitely had one of those weeks where I've had to look at myself this week, and it's been very challenging. So I sort of went, well, I actually like this, because I have had to go into that dark place and see what I could see. Still here. I've had a couple of bad days, but still here, so as we approach this cave, how can we prepare ourselves? If we are going into an experience in life where we know we're going to have a tough time, how can we prepare and support ourselves as much as possible? Does it look like making sure that you're getting exercise, food, sleep? Can you be as physically prepared for a stressful situation? Or can you reach out for support? Can you, like, you know what I mean? And just like that Venus trine Chiron, you survived and came out stronger. You thrived, and then you're able to become a master and a teacher and help other people. So, going into these cave situations, it does take a lot of self-reflection and self-acknowledgement of our strengths and weaknesses as well. So, so yeah, the hero may encounter doubts, fear, and internal conflict, but they must be resolved. All right, so this would be where Luke goes into the cave when he's hanging out with Yoda. For Harry Potter, I can't remember. Was it Harry Potter when he goes into the forests with the spiders, maybe? Or anyway, or when he had to do the not the stag. Oh my God, I've got a brain blank. I can't remember. Anyway, insert your analogy here for where the hero has had to face his experiences. Oh, is this recording? It is recording. Okay. Chamber of Secrets. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, and it's about gaining insight into crucial knowledge that will aid them in the upcoming challenge. All right. So we don't need to sort of a character development. All right. But we're not really looking at it as far as a storyline goes, but about preparation, not only mental preparation but physical preparation, and gathering your resources so that you have all of the things that you need to face the challenges ahead of you. All right, so I will stop this share. So that is pretty much, let me just have a look. So that was the aspects, that was the hero's journey, and that was the sixth house. All right, I'm going to shut that one down. So as far as the coaching component goes, that is it for this week. If you have any questions, then please reach out. Like I said, this is one of a lighter week. Now going into August, it's pretty much full steam ahead. So we've got two planetary changes next week. one being Mercury retrograde, then Mercury goes back into Leo. There's like the week of the 19th looks ridiculous. That's a full moon week. That's a big one. All right. So from this point onwards, I'm going to be doing these recordings on a Monday. I mean, I appreciate so much that people came, but it just looks like people can't get here. So I don't want to be doing it on 6 p.m. on a Monday night. If it's, if I can be doing it during the day, then you get to watch it at your own leisure. If you do have anything you want to say anything about it and you want it at another time, just let me know. So with this week, so from next week I'm actually going to be in Sydney. So I won't be able to do accountability on Friday because I'll be traveling, and Tuesday because I'll be traveling. So I'll see what I can put into the website. I'll let you know. I'll have the week ahead in week 7. So you can just go and have a look at it at your leisure. Okay. So next week's will be all recorded. And then, like I said, unfortunately, this Friday, being the 2nd, and then Tuesday being the 6th, I'll actually be in transit, so I won't be able to make it accountability. So that's it for this week's recording, and thank you so much, and I will see you soon.